Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about introduction to DBMS. So everyone knows and everyone learned about what is meant by data and what is meant by information, right? So in today's class, we will learn in detail about database management system. So everyone knows what is the difference between data and information. Data means collection of raw facts we are saying. Information means if you are arranging the data in an organized way, then we are saying it as an information, right? So here data means collection of known facts we are saying. Next one, database means collection of data will be called as an database we are saying. Database management system means the software which is used to manage the data will be called as an database management system. So for a real time example, if I want to say the data means for example, I am saying I am taking the student data. Right? So all the student data, for example, you can say I am having 100 students. All the 100 students data is stored in a database because you are storing multiple students data. That is the reason you are storing it in a database. That is the meaning. A collection of data will be called as a database. So here I am collecting multiple student and I am storing in a database. Next one, I am having another database called as an employees. So for employees, again I am having 50 employees. So I am forming another database. Next one, I am having another database called as branches. So here if you observe very carefully, you are having three different database. Each database is having all the similar information, all the similar data stored. Each database is stored with a similar data. So here student database is stored with only student information. Here employee database is stored with only employee information. Here branches database is stored with only branches information, right? So here one thing you have to understand, each database should have similar data as well. Different databases should have different information, right? So this is called as a database. Then there is another concept called as data warehouse. So what is the meaning of a data warehouse? Whenever you are collecting all these databases together in one place, then we are saying it as a data warehouse. Right? So if you observe here, database means you are collecting similar data and data warehouse means you are collecting the combination of the databases. Then one more point is there, data mining. What is the meaning of a data mining? For example, my question is, I want to retrieve the data of a student whose roll number is 1. So where I have to retrieve the data? From the database I have to retrieve the data, right? So data mining means we will retrieve the data from the databases that is stored in the data warehouse. So students, don't get confused. Here you are having data and databases as well, DBMS, right? So the applications of the database. So where exactly you will see this database means, one thing you have to understand, where you will make use of a database means the place where you have to store large amount of data. That means plenty amount of data if you want to store and manage, then only you will make use of this DBMS. Whenever you want to store only little amount of data, then database approach is not at all suitable. That means where it is not suitable, where you will deal with less amount of data. So database applications are banking applications. Here you need to store all the transaction details, credit card details, bank details, as well debit card details, loan details. So much amount of data you have to store. Similarly here, in case of airlines, you have to make the reservation schedules, as well booking, as well cancellation. That means here also you are dealing with plenty of data. So in universities also, student registration grades, as well student data, employees data, and so on data you have to deal with, right? In sales also you will make use of, in manufacturing you will make use of. Manufacturing is nothing but your Flipkart, Amazon and so on, which will act as a vendor for selling so many goods and services, right? Next one is human resources. So if you observe all the applications here, all the application I mentioned consists of plenty amount of data, right? So these are the database application. Next one, interaction between the user, DBMS and databases. How actually the interaction will be there means, here you are having the user, right? So first we will see the forward direction. First we will see the forward direction, that is from the users. So first user will send a request to retrieve some information. As I told previously, I am asking, the user is asking to give the details about a student, whose roll number is 1, right? So the user is requesting for an information called as an roll number 1, right? So here the DBMS is nothing but a software which acts as a bridge between user as well database will be present in the middle, right? So here the DBMS will search the database. So what it will search in the database? It will search whether the student roll number 1 is present in the database or not. If at all it is present in the database, so again the database replies to the DBMS by giving the required data requested by the user. So it returns the information. This is so these are the list of the popular databases. So MySQL is there, MongoDB is there. These are the types of databases you will see in day-to-day life. Have a glance. So before going to know about why we need the database, we have to understand what are the drawbacks in the file system. So file system means nothing but whenever you are opening the computer, so you will see the folders and files, right? So those are called as a file system, I am saying. So in order to explain the advantages of the DBMS, first I am going to explain about the problems of a file system. So in case of a file system, if you observe here, you are having 3 files you are having. First file is customer file, next file is agent file, and then you are having the sales file, right? 3 different files you are having. So in first file I am having a file name as Marlin, and in second file I am having the same name, and in third file I am having the same name. So here the same data is stored at the same data is stored in different files. So what is the drawback here? The drawback is the data is getting repeated again and again. Yes or no? So here what is the point in storing the same data again and again? So that is considered as one of the drawback in file system. So here inconsistent field name. What is inconsistent? Here the same data is stored with same names, right? So that is the meaning of inconsistent. So next one, inconsistent data values. So here in this file I am writing the name with 15 characters I am writing. Again in this file I am writing the name with 20 characters, and in this file I am writing the name with 20 characters. 15, 20 and 20. So inconsistency means same file is stored with different data. So obviously it will cause a problem in case of an file system and data duplication, right? So these three are the drawbacks of a file system. In order to overcome these drawbacks, we are going into a concept called as an database management system. So why we need database means, so here first concept is redundancy can be reduced. Redundancy means repetition will be called as an repetition will be called as an redundancy, right? So here I am having a table, roll number and name, right? I am having 1, 2 and then I am having 3. 1, 2, 3 as a roll number, and I am having the name as A, B and A, right? So here for the first roll number and third roll number I am writing the same name, right? So this kind of values are not supported in case of a DBMS. Wherever you are having the repetitions, so that repetitions will be reduced in case of DBMS. Next one is inconsistency can be avoided. What is the meaning of inconsistency? For example, I am having two files, file 1 and file 2 I am having, right? In the file 1 I am having the value of A is equal to 10 I am having, right? In file 1 I am having the value A is equal to 10. In file 2 I am having the value A is equal to 20 I am having. So if you observe two files, the two files have the same variable called as an A, but it is having the different values. That means obviously the same variable should not have the different values. It should have the same values. In your real time example also, if you consider I am withdrawing 500 rupees, right? So 500 rupees should be debited from my account. Whenever I am going to the bank, instead of 500, in the same account, if it is showing 1000 rupees, then it is called as an inconsistency. That means whenever you are changing the value, whenever you are changing the place where it is stored, its value should not be changed. Next one, the data can be shared in case of a database. So if you keep it in a server, that data can be accessed by all the clients under the server. Next one, security restrictions can be applied. Security restrictions can be applied means you are having the database, right? So for example, if you consider Vigyan University only. So in Vigyan University, all the student details will be accessed by the student, right? All the student marks as well, attendance, everything will be managed by the teachers, right? As well, all the employees will be managed by the chairman, sir, right? So here security restrictions means none of the students can able to control the employee or teacher's details, that is called security restrictions. Next one, integrity can be managed. Last one is atomicity. What is the meaning of atomicity? Means all the transactions should be executed or else none of the transactions should be executed. We will see much in detail about atomicity in the characteristics of DBMS. So one thing you have to understand,